Yo, Randall, what's going on?
The hell, Fears. The hell.
What's going on, buddy? How you been?
Mercenary man says pung to the chung, everybody.
That's what I'm talking about. Randall, that music is, without a doubt, one of the greatest things you've ever created ever in your entire life. So anytime we interview each other, I have to play that music. So how you been, buddy? What have you been up to? How's things been?
I had a horrible day. Horrible.
Really?
No, just kidding. I actually had an awesome day. Awesome day.
Nice. It's good to see you again, buddy. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I had an awesome day at the mall. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome Courtney, Yakvo, Mercenary Man, Dankness. Welcome everybody. Welcome. This was actually Randy's idea. He's like, you know what, Fears, we haven't. Yes, I did, Mercenary Man. this was Randy's idea. He said we haven't hung out in a stream together in a while, and he said, "Do you want to do one?" And I almost didn't do it. I was like, I'm just kind of chilling out, Randy. Now, and then Randy convinced me. I was like, let's do it. Yes, Mercenary Man. Randy made this music. Randy, do you want to tell that story real quick to everybody?
Well, I was playing around with Fruity Loops Studio. It's they call it FL Studio right now because one time I went into Sam's Superstore and I go, "Excuse me, do you have Fruity Loops?" And they're like, "We're sorry, we don't sell cereal here, sir." No, I mean FL Studio, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I use that myself." They're like, "Oh okay, yeah, FL Studio, definitely the better name." But yeah, I created that music for my very first award-winning short film, The Thrilling 3. And that was the version. Yep. That was the version of it.
That was, because that's not the original song. It's close. It's close.
Randall, it is a very close approximation.
Randall actually lost the original music, you said. You said you made the short film, you didn't save it. We thought it was lost forever, and then one day Randy called me and said, "Fears," he goes, "I know you've been wanting the Thrilling 3 soundtrack song for a while," and I said, "Yeah." I said, "What, did you remake it?" And he goes, "Well, I paid somebody on Fiverr," and so he found this guy,
paid him $5, and he did it.
And he did, and he made 3 versions of it. He made the original version. Then the second one, it had some bass and some tones in it, and then the third one, which is my favorite, it's a super fast, techno kind of version of it, and the rest is history. So let's get to some comments, Randall, and then me and Randall have not interviewed each other in quite a long time. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Courtney says, "Whoa, I've been spelling Randall's name wrong this whole time." No, you haven't, Courtney. I just always spell Randall's name a different way every single time.
Well, actually, the truth of the matter is I don't want anybody to know my real name, so I spell my name differently everywhere. So
that's why I spell it wrong too.
And when I edit the cartoons, I put Randelle, RAN.
So nobody actually ever knows. Everybody knows your name is Randy.
Yeah.
But they don't know if it's actually Randy or Randell. They don't know how you spell
Randall or Randolly.
They don't know if you spell it just Randy or if it is really truly Randall.
And I spell it differently on Amazon.com too, so you'll never know which one is real. Yeah.
It's very true, Randall.
This could be a clone of me. You don't know.
Is it? Is it?
I am a clone. Dun dun dun. No!
See, now the truth is coming out, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is it really 9:55 right now? Holy shit.
It is 9:55 right now, Randall. Dagna says, nice dance. We were dancing quite nicely. Mercenary Man is in the house. He says, "Randy, you made that song." J-Man says, "Just wanted to stop by and tell you we were watching Ghostbusters today. Second day out of 31 days of Halloween, and we were thinking of you." Well, thanks, J-Man. Thanks. That's what I'm going to try and do, Randall. I'm going to try and watch a horror movie all the way up until the 31st. Yesterday was the first, and I watched Tremors.
Yeah.
I watched Tremors. Tonight, Randall, I think Fears is going to is going to start this bad boy. All the leprechauns.
I'm the leprechaun. Don't try and steal my pot of gold.
Don't try and steal
I'm the leprechaun.
And then he's like, I got to leave. And he's like, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You going to go to Ireland? Because I'm the leprechaun.
Exhibit Visions, if you want to find my books, do not go on Amazon. Type in The Little Memory Book, 7 Little Tricks That Make a Big Difference on Google. Google it, and the Google will lead you directly to the Amazon. Amazon search page is shit. I've tried to find my books on the Amazon search thing. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. I just go onto Google, type in Randy Brown, this Little Memory Book, 7 Little Tricks That Make a Big Difference. You will be able to find it there.
Randel, Mercenary Man has actually got... I guess it's a question, or no, it's a statement. Mercenary Man says, Randy, you, Yakvo, Dragon ought to collaborate on an original community song. Randel, if you did a collaboration with all those guys, what type of song do you think it would be?
It would be a techno song because I only do techno music. So yeah.
So it would only be a techno song?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dana says, happy weekend all. Well, happy weekend to you guys. Mercenary Man says, how do you really spell Randall's name, Fears? You'll never know. Because
it could be just like that.
Because I always spell it differently too. Today I have spelt it Randel. So there it is. Yep. Vision says it's great for when people want to find your books.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Find my book on Google, not on Amazon.
So shout out to everybody in the chat. So yeah. So Randall, before we get into the interview, give us an update. What have you been up to? What have you been working on? I know right now you're working on a Fears Man project, but when are you going to be releasing Cameo Man Part Deuce? When are you going to release that?
Probably either tomorrow. Well, here's the thing. I thought I had everybody's dialogue. But when I sent out the script to my female actress, I just now reviewed the voiceover for the lip sync.
Yep.
And she forgot the first part of her dialogue.
Okay.
So I'll have to pay her. I have to toss her $5 and get that last part. And then also Mike, my friend Mike, also forgot. Maybe. I think it was because I had Act 2 and there was an act break.
So do you think
it'll be coming soon?
You think it'll be like sometime next week?
Yeah, sometime next week. Sorry.
Cool.
Hello, Tinder Immortal. How are you?
What is up, Tinder Immortal?
Do you mind if before we start I go get my Rockstar?
Sure, because I've got my drink.
Keep the audience busy.
I got you, Randall. I got my drink, Randall. I'm ready to go. Shame on Randall. He wasn't correctly ready. No, I'm just joking. I don't care. Randall, you take your time. Bimbo, what's up? Vision says, funny you say that. I had a hell of a time finding the memory book on Amazon. Well, all those links that Randall said, check them out. Buy Randall's book. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see Tinder Immortal, Visions, Bimbo, Mercenary Man, Dankness, Yakvo. Who else is here? Mercenary Man, J-Man, Courtney. Everybody is here. All the regulars, Randall, are here.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you for all your love and your support and your views, not only to my channel, but to also Randall's channel too. So we both really appreciate that. Well, Randall,
all these people here have actually said that I am the best, Fears. I kick your ass all over the place.
Well, it's not.
Thank you all so much for that. I appreciate it.
Not a competition, Randall. Not a competition. Fuck you, Randall. That's it. I'm hitting the goddamn stream. Fuck you. No, I'm just joking. I don't care.
I'm just kidding. You have way more subs than I do, Fears.
Well, it's not about subs, Randall. I don't even do it for the subs, Randall. I do the content because I like doing projects with you. I like editing, and if people like my work, that's great. Yeah. That's an added bonus. I edit videos for the passion of filmmaking. Dankness says, what did Fears and Randy have for supper? Well, that's a good question. We'll start with that one, Randall, and then me and you will start the interview. What did you have for dinner, Randall?
I had the Mandarin Cafe for dinner. Oh yeah.
That sounds good. And what did you have at the Mandarin Cafe?
Ooh, I had pork.
Yes. Yes.
It was like chopped and steamed pork, and then steamed vegetables. And oh man,
Yeah.
it was good. It was good. And it had those like little red peppers, and they looked like the little mesquite things. It was delicious. Yeah.
So pork, right?
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Pork and vegetables. Yeah.
That sounds really good. I had something very boring. I had chicken and rice with a salad.
Yep, boring fares, same
And
as usual.
Randall, I dumped a whole bunch of ranch dressing on it. It was so good.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. All right. What are the panelists' favorite Chinese dishes? Ooh. Well, Randall, if we're at Hibachi Grill, what are those? What's that meat that's on the stick? That
Kebabs.
I love the kebabs and I love their noodles.
And our friends from New Zealand call them kebabs.
What?
And our friends from New Zealand call them kebabs.
Well, you have friends from New Zealand, Randall. I don't have anyone. I don't have any friends from New Zealand. Because a certain evil person lives in New Zealand that I won't mention. But
the leprechaun.
The leprechauns are from Ireland, Randall. Get it right.
No, the leprechaun travels. He goes from port to port.
No. You're thinking of the evil demon that lives in New Zealand. That's the most shittiest person alive. That's
all right. Moving on. Dagnus Falls sounds good, Randy.
Yeah. No. So I love kebabs. I love the noodles. They have different types of noodles. I love their orange noodles. Let's see what else.
I love their white noodles. Those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Tinder Immortal says, I watched Leprechaun last night.
Check it out, Tinder Immortal. Fears has got all 7 films, which I'm going to be starting here soon.
Yeah. So
Leprechaun 1 and 2 is on this. So I'm gonna start that soon. And check this out. Check this out, Randall. Booyah! The newest in the series. I don't know if you guys can see it. I need to get this on Blu-ray. It was only $3, so I got it on DVD. So, Randall, maybe when I get it on Blu-ray, I'll give you the DVD.
Resident Evil 11.
This is the next in the series. This is Leprechaun Returns. So, this is the 8th one in the series. You would think they would let this these horrible, hilarious, cheesy horror movies die, but they don't. They just keep.
If you'd like a summary of Leprechaun 2 through 7, I'll give you a summary. In Leprechaun 2, he comes back, kills a few people, then dies.
Yes.
Leprechaun 3, he comes back, kills a few people, then dies.
Yes.
Leprechaun 4 comes back, kills a few people, then dies. I think you can see a pattern here. I don't think I need to go through the entire thing.
He's always searching for his gold. You would think him being a leprechaun, he would like take care of his gold, more, but he doesn't. He doesn't. But Tinder Immortal, I do agree with you. They are hilarious horror movies. So Randall, you answer Mercenary's question. That's the only thing that's coming to mind. He asks, what are the panelists' favorite Chinese dishes? So at Hibachi Grill, what are your favorites? Because the only ones I can think of are the kebabs and the noodles. Like, I'm sure there's other things that I like.
My favorite is the sushi. Any kind of sushi, particularly California rolls.
You did, yes. You did eat a lot of sushi last time we went.
Yeah, I almost Linda Blaired at the end of that night. Almost end up Linda Blairing.
Dude, we were chowing down. Not only did I have a salad, but I had a salad and then 3 other dishes, Randall. Like platefuls. I chowed down. I really shouldn't have had 3 platefuls. How many platefuls did you have?
3.
Yeah, so we were stuffed. We were stuffed to the max. Yeah. So Bimbo says that she likes egg noodles. Egg noodles are cool.
Bimbo, you just don't get it, do you?
Oh, Lord. Oh God. What now? What now?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. All right, Randall. So since you are the guest, you ask the first question.
All right.
Or what? Well, do you want me to ask you the first question, or what?
I don't know. We'll roll for it. Go get your dice out.
I don't have any dice.
Whoever gets the even number. What?
Randall, you asked the first question. Go for it.
No dice. Okay, hold on. Ready?
Since you are the host, I mean, not the host. Since you are the guest, you have first dibs.
So I'll roll the dice. I came up 4. I got an even. All right, so I'll do it.
No, just go ahead and ask the first question, Randall.
That's what I said I was going to do. All right, what do you have planned for October?
A lot of things. But I'll just go through them one by one. I'm definitely gonna do what J-Man does. I'm gonna try and watch a movie every single, like a horror movie every single day in honor of Halloween. I've already decorated for Halloween. When I get to Missouri, I'm gonna celebrate Halloween with my buddies. We're gonna celebrate my birthday.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that my friends are going to take me to a strip club, and I was like, that's cool because I haven't went to one in quite a while.
Yes.
Fear, I'm telling you, Fear has had zero action with any ladies. Nothing. A handhold, a cuddle, a kiss on the cheek, nothing. So I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let's see, what else? My buddy Eric is probably going to throw a Halloween birthday bash. So we're going to definitely do a Halloween extravaganza. So that's what I've got planned. What about you, Randall? What have you got planned for October? Any fun things?
I'm going to watch a movie with a new horror every night. Yeah.
Wow. Now we're talking, Randall.
No, just kidding.
Why just kidding? Why don't you just do that?
Yeah, right.
Hey, John, Monday I've got Cassandra. Hey, John, Tuesday I've got, Wendy. Right on.
Yep. Oh, John, if I could do that, who knows? But
well, Randall, since we're both gentlemen, we don't call our ladies sluts or hoes or whores or anything like that.
Yeah, but you said horror, and it sounded a lot like horror. I was like,
I know.
For a second there, I was like, what did John say?
Serious. I have retired me saying sluts.
Yep.
But
unless you're using it as an example.
As an example, yeah.
Yeah.
Every once in a blue moon, I'll say it to the fans just to get them to laugh. But
you know what I want to do, Fears? I'll tell you what I want to do.
I have retired. I have retired.
I'll tell you what I want to do.
What's up?
I want to go to Hooters again and redo the Hooters vlogs.
I'm all for it. Yeah, we haven't done a Hooters vlog in quite a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
When's the last time we did one?
I don't know. I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah. I think the last one we did was in May.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dana says I have homemade cabbage rolls that my mom dropped off for me. I'm pretty excited. Gonna throw them in the oven soon. Oh, that sounds good. Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. Bimbo says I love a good whore. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man, what have we started? No. Being serious, Randall. Do you have any plans for October?
I really want to get more of the Breen saga done. I really do.
So in October, you want to do the Bream saga. What else? Anything else planned?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you when or where, but I do have another paid gig that I am doing for a charity.
Oh, nice.
I'll tell you that sometime later.
Can you at least tell me and the fans what charity it is, or no?
No, I can't. Because if I told you the charity, that would give all the necessary info.
I got it.
Trolls would be trolling it up, and they'd be, don't get this guy. He's horrible. If I told you that it's a charity.
I understand.
In Florida. Yeah,
I understand. Randall, just tell me off camera. I got you. No worries.
Yeah, I'll tell you when we're off. Yeah,
that's cool. Well, hey, I'm glad that you have a new gig coming up. That's awesome, buddy.
But it is a paid gig. So that's
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're getting more paid gigs, and it's for your magic, right?
For the magic, yes.
Nice.
And then also, I want to do. I I am going to be doing more stand-up.
Nice.
Possibly soon. So we shall see.
So in October?
Yeah, somewhere.
Dana says, "Can Fears come with you and record you at the charity?" Possibly.
No Fears, you're going to be gone.
Oh, I'll be gone whenever the. Okay, so I'll be So Dana, that answers your question.
Don't tell the dates, Fears. You're just going to be gone.
Well, they already know the dates of when my trip is.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I'll be gone, Dangness. But if I was still here, I would totally help out Randy. You know?
All right.
So yeah, good idea, Dangness. Go donate and help spread the word. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, my turn, Randall. So Randall, what was your very first? I don't think I've ever asked. I don't think I've ever asked this, and if I have, I've forgotten the answer. What was the very first film that you ever sat down and watched from start to finish? Like ever?
Ooh, I have no clue. I don't even have a guess.
Try to remember. Try to think back.
That's going back a long way. That's like 1983, 1984.
I know my first three. My first three, while you're thinking, I'll answer. My first three, I actually watched the Goonies first with one of my uncles from England. Then I watched Ghostbusters. Then I watched Home Alone. Those are the three films that I honestly remember, like sitting down, watching from start to finish, falling in love with, and I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, I think the first movie I ever saw completed, like in the theater.
It doesn't matter. You like just first movie that you watched either at home or in the theater, wherever.
The first two movies that I can remember ever seeing in a theater are Bambi, the re-release,
okay,
and Song of the South, the re-release.
I haven't even heard of that one. Is that any good?
Oh yeah, it's good. And when we were walking out from Bambi, I was like 4 or 5 at the time, and I was walking with my mom and we had just gotten out of the grocery store, and I walked right into a lamp pole.
Well, that's not good.
Face first, and I fell on the ground, and oh man, I started crying. And she was like, "Well, you gotta look where you're going." And I'm like, oh man. And like I was like about this tall. I know you can't see how tall this is. No, I was like about this tall. Walked right into that lamppost. Hurt so bad.
Nice. Now, but try to remember, what's the very first movie that you watched like at home, like not in a theater?
Possibly. That is so far back. That's more than like 35 years ago. So I don't think I can give you exact answer, but I'll probably have to say one of the Police Academy movies.
Okay, fair enough. The very first one that I can remember sitting and watching in a theater, because all those other movies was when I was sitting at home.
Yeah.
I didn't even see Ghostbusters in the theater. I was too young.
Yeah.
I saw Ghostbusters 2 in the theater, but the very first movie that I remember sitting down watching in a theater was the Mario Brothers movie. Me, my mom, my dad.
That's not too long ago. That's only like 32 years ago.
That was 1992, 92, 93. That's the very first one that I can remember. Because a bunch of our family went. Like I went, my brother, my mom, my dad, my aunt, and my uncle, and like all of my cousins on my dad's side. There was like 20 of us. Like we all went. It was somebody's birthday. I think we were celebrating like my cousin Becky's birthday or something. And
all right,
like they invited the whole family, and so like there was like 23 Fearses in the theater. So we had a good time.
Okay, cool.
Vision says, "Hell yeah, Bimbo! I'll toss in some extras." There it is. Vision's making those deals left and right, man, for his business. Check him out. www.exhumvisions.com.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, Randall, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Fears, my next question for you is, what is your address?
Yeah, Randall. Well, Randall, a lot of people already know, but I'm not gonna blurt it out.
Just kidding. My second question is, what was your New Year's resolution for this year?
I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah.
I think I had a couple of them. I think I had like 3. One of them was to lose some weight. Another one was to so I have kept up that end of the deal. I have lost some weight. I've gained some weight, but I've lost some weight, so I'm trying to get the weight under control. The other one was find a new lady. I'm still trying to do that. I've signed up for some dating sites, and I've been talking to some new ladies. Just I haven't found a new lady yet, but I'm trying.
And tell us your dating handles, so all the ladies out there can find.
And then the third one was apply to more jobs. So I have fulfilled all of my New Year's resolutions because I have been applying for jobs to get a second job or a better job. The only one I've kind of came up short on is I haven't found a new lady yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
All right, Randall. I have to hear, what was your New Year's resolution? That's not my question. I want to hear what.
Yeah, I know you're repeating the one I gave you.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution is to make double in tips what I made last year.
Okay, so what did you make last year in tips?
In tips last year, I made $169.
Nice.
So this year I've made, to get 169 times 2 is 338, and I am at 240 right now. So
really,
yeah. So I got 3 more months, and then I think I have to make about probably $80 more, and we'll see. Yeah. So I noticed that people are really generous and giving around the beginning of the month.
So what's like the grand total of what you want to make this year? Like, is it double? Is it triple?
The grand total is 338.
Okay. All right, Randall. So my next question is if you could go back and tell your 18-year-old version of you one piece of advice, what would you tell him? So if you could time travel and just say, hey, Randy, come here, and sit down and just tell him one piece of advice, or just tell him something, what would you tell him?
Get into magic, because it's a great icebreaker. You can meet a lot of people, and, you can go into bars and you can make money.
Mm-hmm.
And
so what? So back in the day, back when you were 18, you weren't into magic back then?
No, I gave 2 shits about magic back then.
So when did you get into magic?
2011. So after I saw the show The Mentalist, and that turned the tide right there.
So how old?
I have to go drain the lizard. Keep the audience busy.
Okay, you go drain that lizard, buddy. We'll be waiting for you.
All right.
You go drain it. You go drain it, buddy. Get it all out. Get it all out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Either tonight or tomorrow, Fears will be releasing me and Randall's karaoke extravaganza. I'm still working on it. And I'm almost done. We're getting there. I know you guys are jumping at the bit to see me and Randall jam out on the mic. Randall jams out. He freaking rocks the mic. I assisted with 2 songs, but I just couldn't get up and do it. I chickened out. I wussed out. Skid Rock says, Fears Man, what does your ideal Mrs. Fears Man look like? Who do you want to be your chubby, tubby, wubby bubby? Wow.
Your chubby, tubby, wubby bubby?
I got to admit, Randall, that was
rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Well, that gave me a chuckle, Randall. That gave me a chuckle. Vision says, yeah, you drain that lizard, drain it hard. Visions, there you go. That could be a new idea for a shirt.
No.
Yeah, you drain that lizard. Right there on a shirt, Randall. Drain that lizard, right? Like white t-shirt, black black letters. You drain that lizard, and then just have a tiny lizard right underneath that sentence. Yeah, you drain that lizard.
Yeah. All right, I'm back.
Gold. Genius. I'm telling you, Randall, it would be genius.
I'm back, Fierce.
But anyway, I don't. I just give Exhumed Visions my ideas. Visions,
Get me in the Chizat.
Visions, it's your website. You make whatever content you want on your website. All right, Randall. So what were we talking about before? Oh yeah. So what? No, Visions, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that, Visions.
Do not order 1,000 shirts, Visions. Don't do that.
Visions, we already went. Visions, we already went through that. Please, I beg of you, do not. I was just giving you ideas. Please, don't. No.
Always consult with fears before taking action.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not nothing against Visions. I don't want a recap of what happened last time. So Randall, so that's the only thing that you would want to tell your 18-year-old version.
Get into magic. Get into magic. Okay, very cool. And develop your psychic abilities.
Nice. I would say for me, have a backup plan.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Or maybe don't smear shit on a gas station.
I didn't, Randall.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't, Fears?
I did not. I filmed it. I filmed it. I did not do it. Another one of my buddies did it. I didn't do it. I filmed it, though. I filmed it.
All right.
But I didn't do it, Randall. No.
All right. I got another question for you, Fears, that is not on the list.
Hang on, Randall. I would say to my 18-year-old version self, I would say have a backup plan. Because back then, Randall, I thought I knew everything, which clearly I did not. And I should have had a backup plan. So I would say have a backup plan.
Yeah.
All right. Let me answer Skid Rock's question. He says, what would your ideal woman look like? Who do I want? I definitely want somebody that's smart and kind. I wouldn't mind her being a Christian. She has a job. She's got good friends, good family. Caring. Let's see what else. Of course, I mean, I would have to be attracted to her. But she also has to have a personality. To be honest, Skid Rock, like my answer is going to be very boring because I want what everybody wants, you know. Like, I'd love to get married someday and have children and have a house with a white picket fence and the whole 9 yards. Just, I haven't bumped in. I thought I did. I thought I bumped into a future Mrs. Fears. Apparently not. But I wish that person well. And now I have to start over. So I'm still looking. But yeah, those are just a few things that I look for. Good personality, good looks, good friends, good family. She knows what she wants in life. A job. She's not lazy. No drama. She's a Christian. You know, just the normal stuff. Let's see. Mercenary Man says, "Come on, that's all I want to see in that vlog. You up there singing with Randy." I did a little bit, Mercenary Man. I will. Randall, is there one scene or two scenes where I got up and I assisted you? Two, I believe. Yeah.
I sing the Jim Carroll Band song "People Who Died,"
and I assisted.
We're rocking out to it.
Yeah, I assisted with it. I just got anxiety. All those people were looking at me, and I went up to Randall, and I kind of tapped Randall on the shoulder and was like, "Randall, I don't know if I can get up there and sing. Wouldn't it be nice, you know, by the Beach Boys, because that's one of my favorite songs."
Yeah.
And then Randall kept saying, "Well, I'll do it with you, Fears. Like, we'll do a duet." And I was like, I can't do it, man. Yeah. But I said I'll assist you. So Randall picked a song, but it's coming, Mercenary Man. I promise. It's on the way. It is coming. It's on the way. I'm not fully done. I'm almost done. So it'll either be up tonight or tomorrow. Yep. I promise. Okay, let me scroll down here. Fierce Man explores the Chizat while the ladies wonders where the Chizat. Oh wow, damn, that's craziness.
All right, Fierce, I've got a question for you that is not on the list.
Okay, fire away.
What? And you can ask me this one too. When was the first time you ever did stand up?
I'm not really a stand-up type of guy, Randel.
You said you did it one time, though, and I want to hear about that.
I did it one time in college, and I failed miserably.
So,
my friends dared me in college to get up on the mic. I did about 2 minutes of it, and there was fucking crickets. And then the last minute, I just started making fun of myself. And then they started laughing. I was like, oh, well, this is going really good. And I got the mic. I said, this is going really good. I hear fucking crickets. And then people started laughing. And I'm like, what the hell is the matter with you people? Like fucking laugh, you know? And then, because we only got about 5 minutes, Randel. So the first 3 minutes, just crickets. And I'd say the last 2 minutes went all right because I started making fun of myself. Because that's all I could think of. I was like, I have to think of something to make these people laugh. Because whatever I was saying, I don't remember what I even said, Randel, with the jokes or whatever. Yeah. It was just crickets. I'm better at making people laugh like this, like making people laugh in short films and videos or cartoons, you know, that you and me work on, or if I'm making them laugh, like, you know, in a live stream. I'm better at making people laugh that way. You put me on a stage, I get incredibly nervous. The only time that I'm on stage and I'm not nervous is whenever I was in a play. Like, I did a lot of plays in college and high school, and there's a difference between sometimes I would mess up on my lines or miss a line, but then I would remember it and then I would continue on. I never really got that nervous in a play, but doing stand-up or karaoke, I get so nervous. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. But yeah. What about you, Randel?
First time I ever did stand up was at this place called Krabby Joe's. They had a rooftop bar, and I asked the DJ if I could do some stand up, and he said, "Yeah, sure."
Now, what year was this?
I think it was 2011 again. 2011 was a very good year for me. Very good.
Nice. Nice. Well, that was 1 year after we graduated college, buddy. Because we graduated in 2010.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah, I think I stayed 1 more year. So I think in 2012 I moved back to Missouri.
Yeah.
And it was sad. It was sad to leave Arizona, buddy. But I did enjoy living in Arizona.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fun stuff to do down there.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's like boring and it's in the middle of the desert and there's nothing to do. There was actually
there's shitloads to do in Arizona.
Yeah, there's actually some really cool shit to do down in Arizona.
There's way more stuff to do in Phoenix than there is out here.
I mean, there's a lot to do in Florida too. I mean, I've only hit like the tip of the iceberg on like all the tourist attractions that I take all my.
Florida doesn't have any iceberg spheres. Damn it.
Well, you know what I meant. Like, I've only hit the tip. Fine, Randel. I'm
joking with you, Fairs.
I'll be more accurate, Randel. I've only hit the tip of the palm tree on the tourist attractions that I've went to, and they seem to be enjoying the vlogs where either you and me go to a tourist attraction or whenever I go to a tourist attraction. Randel, one of the most funniest ones ever was, remember that like cheesy like White House like roadside attraction that I went to?
Yeah.
They made me pay $15, and it was a museum. There was only 2 rooms in that museum. A museum would imply more than 2 rooms. Yeah. Why? Because it's a fucking museum.
Yeah.
And it was only 2 rooms. I don't think it was worth the money, but it was. I got some pretty hilarious footage out of it.
You know what I liked is when you and Carrie went and saw that ghost. That was crazy.
Yeah. Or when me and Carrie didn't see that ghost.
No, you saw a ghost, Fears. It was on the wall.
No. I did not see a ghost. I did not. Carrie was bound and determined that she saw a ghost. And I'm like, Carrie, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm like, did you ever think it could have? I'm not making fun of Carrie. I'm like, did you ever think it could have been a shadow, Carrie? No, I'm like, it is sunny out. You looked out the window. It could be like light bouncing or reflecting off of a wall, whatever. But she's like, no, Fears, I saw a ghost. I'm like, all right, Carrie, fine, whatever, you saw a ghost. And I'm like, no, she did not.
And you missed a wonderful opportunity, Fears, because you know what you could have said in that moment?
What?
I ain't afraid no ghost.
That's very true, Randall. It's very true.
You missed that opportunity, Fears.
I should, I'll be honest. That's actually really good, Randall. I should have did that. That. I'll be honest. Even though we did not see any ghosts that day, that museum, the Limp Mansion, was like really cool. Like we had lunch there. It was a really good. I had a really good lunch, and we took the tour. And the Limp Mansion was actually pretty awesome. And it's one of Fears' classic vlogs. Uh-huh. I'm more of the person, Randall, I have to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
The only thing I believe on in faith, and call me a hypocrite if you will, is I believe in God. But everything else, like, I need evidence. Like, I have never, like, everyone says, like, oh, man, I've had so many paranormal experiences. I've never seen an alien. I've never seen a ghost. I've never had a paranormal experience. Not that I would want to. Like, seeing an alien would kind of be kind of scary. I've never seen a ghost. That would be kind of scary.
Well, here's a question for you, Fears. Here's a question.
Yes.
What if you have seen an alien, you just didn't know it was an alien? Like what? Ooh. I mean, like what if? There's a Bible verse that goes, "Many have entertained angels without even knowing they've done so." Mm-hmm. So angels could look just like you and me. Ghosts could look just like I always think of the X-Men film X2, whereas like, let's say you were looking at Nightcrawler and this is the first time you met him and you never knew anything about like that Nightcrawler could teleport. If Nightcrawler teleported away and you, like most normal people would be like, oh my God, he exploded and he exploded. He's gone. He's vaporized. He just exploded, but unless you saw like Nightcrawler reappear, you would just think he exploded, Well,
let's put it this way, Randall. To this date, I've never seen a ghost or an alien.
You have not seen a ghost or alien that you know of?
That I know of. Give me 1 second, Randall.
Fears, you son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. And welcome to the Fears and Randall chat. My name is Randy Brown, and we are here with the glorious, the illustrious, the pandemonious John Fears. He is going to be casting spells and, doing.
I will not be doing any of the sorts.
And I am going to be drinking a rock star. It is only 500 calories. Oh, yes. 500. Yeah.
What are you drinking, Randall?
I'm drinking whatever the hell I want to drink, Fizz.
Nice.
The Random Randy.
Skid Rock says, "Damn, Randy, that is so funny and skinny. I want to hear some karaoke."
No, he says, "Damn, Randall is so funny and skinny." Yeah. I'm getting skinnier by the day.
I'm getting tired, Randall. I can't even freaking read right now. I'm sorry. Oh. Anyway, don't worry, Skid Rock. It's coming. It's on the way. The vlog is coming. Mercenary Man says, "Fears, when is the next Carrie meetup going to happen?" I don't know. Me and Carrie are trying to be friends again. I unblocked her. She unblocked me. So I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. All right, Randall, whose turn is it? Is it my turn or your turn?
I think it's my turn.
All right, go ahead.
It's time for Randy to ask a question.
All right,
and we are on question. We are all the way to question number 3.
go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. What's up?
What stunt do you most regret doing?
What? Back in my Jackass days?
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a couple. I hurt my knee really bad. There was these big trees and this line of bushes, and Eric was behind me. I was in a wagon, and Eric pushed the wagon as hard as he could. I went flying down this hill, and there was a like a big piece of wood. Like someone had I don't know. I guess somebody had thrown away like a wooden crate, Randall, and I didn't see the wooden crate because the bushes were all around it. And I went flying out of the wagon, went through the bushes, and my knee hit this piece of wood, this crate, and it hurt like a bitch. Oh my God. So that one I regret. That one hurt. My knee was sore for like weeks. There was that, and then I almost got arrested, Randall, for I dressed up like a ninja, and I was jumping out and like karate chopping everybody that I could possibly find. And a policeman stopped us, and we just told the truth. We were like, we didn't mean to hurt anybody. We were just joking around, and he was like,
you didn't think a karate chop would hurt people?
Well, no, I didn't hit anybody. I just kept going like this, like in front of people. I never touched anyone, but I guess people were getting annoyed and pissed off. And he thank God we didn't get arrested. He just said, take off that stupid ninja suit, get in your car, and leave now, or I'm going to arrest you. That's how I remember it. Because we went to like shopping malls, and I'm all going like this, and I hid behind somebody's car, and then I would jump out and be like, hiya, hiya, hiya. Like I was going ballistic. And then I was doing like forward rolls and like kicking in the air and stuff, and be like, Master Fears. Ooh. And I was doing all that shit. So I almost got arrested. So I'd say those two I kind of regret. That's a long time ago, though, Randall. We did so much stuff.
Yeah.
The fans have yet to see all this wonderful footage. But I'm respectful to my best friends. They don't want me to upload it on the channel yet. They said maybe in a couple of years, Fears. Because they all have respectable jobs, and I told them, I said I would never upload anything illegal. I said I would just upload like the harmless stuff, like us like flying down hills in wagons and like hitting a ramp that we actually made, and we hit the ramp, and I had like 5 seconds of air and like smashed into a lake. I said it would only be like shit like that. I said I would never like upload anything illegal. And just Eric and Tommy, you know, my best buddies, they're not into film. Like the only reason why we filmed it is because they knew how much that I loved video, and they're like, Fears, we don't really care. They're like, we would just do it even without the camera. But they said, since you love film, they said one day you can use this footage for something. And so maybe one of these days, you and the fan, well, you've seen it, Randall, but one of these days the fans, maybe it'll see the light of day. Maybe.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, then it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We had a good time when we were young, like making our own Jackass movies, because that's when Jackass came out. When I was young, like 18, 19, 20, that's how old I am. That's when Jackass was like in its prime. So, all right, Randall, my turn. All right, Randall. So, what was your favorite project that you made in film school? It can be with me. It can be by yourself. It can be with a group. Whatever. What is your favorite project that you made or helped with?
I already did this one. You already asked me this.
I don't remember it, Randall. I don't remember the answer.
I'll tell you the answer. I was in humanities class, and this was in the film school version of or the film school thing. Mm-hmm. And we were in a humanities class, and we all had to do a project or maybe it was an art class. So we all had to do a project that, had to do something with art. And I go, you know what? Hey, I am in film school. Is it okay? We did a whole section on noir films and like films from the 1920s. I was like, what if I made a noir film for the class? And she says, okay, have it by this Wednesday. I was like, okay.
Now, what type of film did you make?
A noir film. It's short for dark film. It's the type of films that they made in the 1920s.
Got it.
With the detectives and like the Maltese Falcon and stuff like that.
I got it.
So on the way home, I was thinking of like ideas and what I would do. And on the way home, I saw this most beautiful woman I had ever seen up until then. And I walked over and I go, excuse me, I just had to say something because I thought it would be a crime if I didn't say anything, but you are just so beautiful. What's your name? And she goes, oh, hi, my name's Hillary. I was like, look, Hillary, here's the thing. I am going to Collins College, and I have a project due. And I want to make a 1 to 5 minute noir film. And then I explained to her what a noir film is and all the different like little tropes and like, things there has to be in it. And I was like, look, if I made a noir film, would you be in it? And she's like, well, yeah, you're going to have to like get me the script or something. So I know you're on the level. And I was like, okay, do you have an email? So I took down her email.
Okay.
I went home. I wrote the script just like off the top of my head. And I emailed it to her and she emailed me back and she said, yeah, this would be cool. So I was like, do you want to come over to my house to, work through with the actor and like, rehearse and stuff because I'm all about rehearsing. She said, yeah, sure. Yeah. So I got Hillary over there and I got my friend Chris Andrews, who was.
Now, did she go to film school with us, Randel?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She went to ASU. She was studying anthropology.
Oh, nice.
So we go there, we rehearse, and then I take her to the location, which was my mom's house. We rehearsed at my apartment, then we went over to my mom's house to film the thing. And I remember Chris, he was being really confrontational that day, and I remember it was the first time I said GD in like 3 years. And I kind of had a little breakdown, and he was like, look, dude, we just need to do this. We just need to film it. So we filmed it, and I edited it the next day. And then the next Wednesday, I take it into the humanities teacher, and she goes, you're a week late, Randy. And she goes, you said you wanted it next Wednesday. She said, I know. No, I said I wanted it this Wednesday, which was a week ago. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. And she goes, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to take a look at it. So she looks at it. She watches it. And she goes, here's the thing. If you make it longer somehow, like make it.
I do remember that you telling me this now, but go ahead and explain it. But yeah,
if you can somehow get me a longer cut or make it 10 minutes, I'll only dock you 1 grade. So this is an A. So like, since it's late, I'll make it a B if you can somehow like do more footage and make it 10 minutes. So I went home and I decided I'm going to record this. And then I played the exact same video and I recorded a director's commentary track. So I took it back and I played it. So I played the 5-minute film and then I played the 5-minute film with the director's commentary track, and everybody was cracking up because it was supposed to be funny. It was, it was funny. And I got a B- for that. And everybody seemed to like it. And it was on my freaking G drive. It was on the G drive, and I lost
G drive. Oh my god, I hated that fucking thing.
Yeah, but noir film. It starred Hillary Butler and Chris Andrews, and
what was your little your film about?
It was about it was basically about this wife who wanted to kill her husband, and a husband who wanted to kill her wife, and they both got together so that he would kill her husband and she would kill his wife, and that way they could both get away. I don't remember the exact plot, but I know it was like 5 minutes long, so it was fun. Oh, wow. And it was all in black and white.
That's dark, Randel.
Yeah. And then it uses all the tropes that noir films use. Like I had like fake rain and stuff. I just, used After Effects and and black and white and shadows on the wall and canted angles.
I'm trying to think. Like we did so many projects. You and me did projects, and then I did projects with my classmates. And
my favorite of yours is when you dressed up as Fears Man.
I gotta say that's one of my favorites. We did like a TV show, and it was called Late Night with Mike, and Mike was the host, and we were kind of like doing like a parody version of like, it was a mix between like SNL and the Tonight Show and the Conan O'Brien show, like all mixed together. And Mike was like, "Hey, Fears, like I'll play the host," and he's like, "Do you have any characters?" And I was like, "Can I play my superhero Fears Man?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You can do whatever you want." And he goes, "We'll do like an interview." And I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah." And so I was like, "Can I like make a costume?" He's like, "Yeah, go nuts, Fears." And so I went home and made a costume. So that's one. That's one of my favorites. Another one was not even a film project, Randall. It was whenever we did Photoshop. I love just messing around with Photoshop. I wish I had it on my computer. I have a crappy version.
Effing G drive, man. That effing G drive.
Fucking G drive. I fucking hated it, man. But anyway, I have a crappy version of Photoshop that's not really Photoshop that's on my computer right now. It does the same thing as Photoshop. It's just a real shitty version. But anyway, we had like at our school, we had like at the time we had the best Photoshop. So I would sit there and just make really cool, like I made a picture of like 5 or 6 zombies like this, like running down a street, and I took a picture of myself like looking over my shoulder going like that, like reacting to the zombies. And I was all like that, and I had a zombie like biting me like on like the shoulder, and then I had a zombie like biting Fears Man in the head and shit. So I made a whole bunch of cool. I would just sit there for hours and just like make a whole bunch of cool like Photoshop. That was another one of my favorite projects. And then we did this like old saloon bar type of like project where we looked at an old painting and we made that painting come to life. So the very first shot is the painting on the wall, and then we zoomed up into the painting, and it was basically like we jumped, like somebody jumped inside the painting, and the painting came to life. And I was at the bar, like washing the bar down, and I had like a little suit and shirt on, like I was the bartender, and I was like washing the bar down and like giving people drinks. And then we had this one guy like in a trench coat with a big top hat, and he was playing cards with somebody else. So that was another one of my favorite ones. But yeah, good times, buddy. Good times. All right, Randall, whose turn is it? Is it your turn or my turn?
It's my turn.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Fire away, man.
If you had one wish, what one wish would you pick?
And I can only pick one? Well, that's easy, Randall. I would look at the genie and say, I've got one wish. Can you free my dad of all of his cancer? Take all of his cancer away and make my dad like super healthy. That would be my one wish. Because I hate to see my dad like suffering through all this bullshit right now. It's really fucked up. It really is. Excuse my language, but it is.
Yep.
But I mean, my dad has good days. He has his bad days. But apparently, I talked to my mom yesterday, and she said that he's been having a lot more good days than bad days.
Uh-huh.
So he's been feeling a lot better. He's just waiting on the results to see if he can get in these new clinical trials. Apparently, there's a new, faster, better chemotherapy, and he really wants to get it. He really wants to get in that clinical trial. So he's waiting back to hear from his doctors to see if they can do that. So yeah, Randall, what about you? What's one wish that you would want?
Oh, I would wish to be perfect.
Like in every way?
Yeah.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, because you know why, Ferris?
Okay, cool.
You know why? Because if I was a perfect person, I would have all the faith in the world, and then I could just pray your dad's cancer away, and God would hear me.
I appreciate that, Randall. I appreciate that.
I would just pray the cancer away and poof, it'd be gone.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then if I was perfect, I would give out perfect advice. Then I would tell you how to get back with, your girlfriend, tell you how to get the job you want.
I don't think that's going to happen, Randall. I mean, I wish her well.
I know it's not going to happen, Fears, because it's a fantasy, but yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes people get back with their exes, but
I'm talking about the wish thing, obviously.
Yeah, no, I know. What I was just saying is I don't think that's going to happen. I wish her well, and it's not really a fantasy. Sometimes people get back together, but I mean, I've tried a couple of times to get back, and she just has no interest, and I'd rather be her friend than nothing at all, and I'm glad that we're friends. I hear from her every once in a while. I heard that she's dating some new guy, and I said, good luck. I wish you well. Like, hope it all goes good. And I don't know. So never say never. She may come back, but I highly doubt it. But I don't have any ill will against her. I don't have any bad things against her.
All right, moving on.
I just, I wish her well. Just some people aren't meant to be together. So it is what it is. I do miss her, though. If I'm being honest, I do.
All right.
I do miss her.
You're up, Fears. It's your turn.
All right, Randall. I was going to ask this with the projects, but I thought I would make it another. I thought I would make it another question. What is your favorite project that you've done on your YouTube channel just alone, like not with me, like a project that you made by yourself? And then, what's your favorite project that me and you worked on together?
The favorite project that I've done by myself, it's a spin-off of Total Recall called Totally Recalled.
Okay.
And the reason that's my favorite is because it's my mom's favorite.
Okay, cool.
My mom said that Totally Recalled is the funniest thing I've ever done ever. So that
one was pretty funny. Like, I was laughing my ass off on that one. That one was pretty good.
So as far as the only one I've done by myself, it would be Totally Recalled.
Okay. And then what's your favorite project of all time that you and me have done together? Now, it can be for my channel. It could be for your channel. Just a project that you and me worked on together.
I'd have to say I'm most proud of Fears Man 1.
Okay.
Because Fears Man 1, and I wanted to talk to you about this too. If I could add, if somehow I could add on, like maybe we could put in a commercial for the healthy pizza shop. If I could add 2 more minutes to that cartoon, that cartoon would be 22 minutes, which is how long a real normal episode of a cartoon is. Because usually, a lot of people don't realize a 30-minute show isn't really 30 minutes. It's 22 minutes. You got to factor in commercial time, and you got to factor in opening and closing credits. Yeah, because usually a good Fears Man cartoon, like what was Fears Man 4? I think, wasn't it like 14 minutes? Somewhere around that, yeah. Yeah, so we have to cram a lot of story, because Randall always tells me, Fears, I don't mind it being long, but the longer it is, the longer it's going to take me to produce it. So I try to keep it somewhere in between 10 and 14 minutes, because normally 14 minutes takes Randall about, didn't you say about 14 minutes is about 2 to 3 months? 5 minutes takes me about 3 months. And then, yeah, so actually I would say 10 minutes takes me about 3 months. Yeah. But see, I don't include like the beginning. I don't include the intro and the ending, because those are just credits. But the actual show was about 10 minutes long. If you leave off the intro and the credits and all that, the actual show of episode 4 was about 10 minutes. But with all the intros and the credit sequence, it was about. Are we still live, Fears? Nobody has commented since. Nobody's commented in like 30 minutes. That's all right. I mean, they don't have to comment. I mean, yeah, we're still live. They're probably just listening to. Actually, you do have to comment. I mandate it. Comment now, or else stream over. Stream over. Randall,
I just let the chat flow. Maybe they're just listening to our conversation. You know, I'm not going to demand someone. Hey, you have to fucking comment.
I demand it. No,
I mean, listen, if you guys want to comment, great. If you don't want to comment, you know, I'm enjoying me and Randall's conversation. It's what it is. I was kind of curious why they weren't, but it's whatever, Randall. Maybe they're just enjoying our conversation. It's whatever.
What is up with that, chat? Huh?
So there you are. There you are. I'm sure they will, you know, just give them some time, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because after we're done with our questions, we'll or actually I'll just say it right now. If you guys have got any questions for me or Randall, put them in the chat, and me and Randall will answer them. We'll pretty much answer anything within reason. There you go.
Zoom Visions says, I'm doing my makeup, but I am still listening.
There you are. There you are, Visions.
There we go. Thank you, Visions.
And Visions, please, I hope you didn't take it offense. Just don't make 1,000 of those shirts. I was just giving you some ideas for your website. Kind of like how I did, you know, with the anime bullshit t-shirt. We're friends again. I just don't want a rehab of what happened last time. If you guys don't know, I don't think Visions will mind if I say this. Me and Visions had a misunderstanding, and he ordered 300 things of coffee. So I didn't want that to happen again. So yeah. But Visions, why? Now I'm curious. Why is Visions doing his makeup? Visions, are you going to a concert? Are you going to a Halloween party? Why are you putting makeup on? I'm just curious. Randall, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Fears?
I don't know. You're kind of freaking me out, Randall, with all these facial expressions. You're kind of freaking me out there, buddy. But no, I'm so glad that Visions is back. Visions, I'm so glad that we are friends, buddy. And it sucked. It sucked that me and Visions had a mishap, but now we're back, better than ever. Better than ever, you know. So I'm glad to welcome Visions back, you know, because I've got some really good online friends, and then I've got some good friends that are not online, Randall. And Visions is a good online friend. He's a major supporter of Carrie, major supporter of yours, mine, and I can't thank Visions enough. He sent me a whole bunch of free stuff. So it was very, very, very cool for Visions to send me all that stuff. It was really nice of him to do that, and I appreciate it. Vision says, "Yeah, I'm going to a Halloween concert thing." Oh, nice!
Oh, yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun, buddy. That will be fun.
That sounds cool. Yeah, I like it.
All right, Raider, whose turn is it?
I think it is your turn.
Oh no! Wait, you answered my question.
Oh, I did.
I have to answer. My two favorite. I can't pick between these two, Randall. My two favorite projects that you and me did together was obviously Fears Man 1, but I also loved that audio that audio project that we did in film school. Not only did me and Randall rock it and we got an A on it, but that was the first time I kind of did some voice acting, Randall. Because do you remember what it was?
The chainsaw thing, yeah.
I remember we made a horror movie all with audio, and I remember we had me walking down a path, and then we were supposed to be at camp or something, and then you're like, "Hey, Fears, what's going on?" I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm just walking back to my cabin," and you're like, "Yeah, man, I'm really tired." And then we heard crickets and stuff in the background, and then you put in a sound effect of a chainsaw, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And you're like, "What's what?" And then I think, didn't you end up being the killer and you were chasing me with a chainsaw or something? I can't remember what it was all about, but that was one of my favorites, Randall.
Yeah.
That we've done together.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite projects that I did without you, just me, was when I drove down to Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
And I met up with my buddy Steve. And Steve is the guy that owns the Knight Rider car. And I became Michael Knight, and I had my hair all gelled up. I had the fucking leather jacket on. I had the gun and stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm Michael Knight, motherfuckers." And I'm like, "That's right, bitch." And then I got in his Knight Rider car, and I was doing 90 on the highway in that bitch. And like I got off the main road, and then Steve was like, "Fears, I'm getting phenomenal footage." And I'm like, "Are you?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, man." He goes, "You were at least doing 80." And I was like, "Steve, I was going 90." He goes, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm dead serious." I'm like, if I only get to be Michael Knight for one time, I'm hauling ass, baby. And it was so much fun. I would love to go back and film again with Steve and do another Knight Rider project. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So yeah. Oh, Vision sent me a photo, Randall. Hang on, let me see what kind of photo we're working with here. Possibly what his costume for Halloween. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, Randall. But yeah, those are my 2 projects. Those were a lot of fun.
No, it's not.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, I'm not gonna out Visions, but this is the first time. This is kind of a face reveal, but not really because he's got his makeup on, Randall. But yeah, but Randall, he actually is. He's actually watching. His TV is in the background, Randall, of this photo, and it's got Fierce Man on the TV. Visions, I hope you don't mind. I gotta Instagram this. Hang on, let me ask him if it's okay.
Visions, do you
I'm serious. I would love to. I'm serious.
This.
I would love to Instagram.
Love John Fears.
The only reason why I want to Instagram it is because I'm in the background and me and Visions are buddies, and I kind of want to Instagram it and say one of my buddies, / fans, is watching, Fears vlogs. So Visions, is that all right if I Instagram? Hang on.
Visions, peel your eyes from your Instagram for 5 seconds.
And gaze at something greater. Randall, that is the best fucking TikTok video I've ever seen. Or, well, hang on. One of the best TikToks. Like, it's got that guy that plays the Transformer. And this girl walks up in the TikTok video, right? And it's a guy in a costume, and he's playing Optimus Prime. Oh, no, sorry, not Optimus Prime. Megatron. Because Optimus is always like, positive, and then they must tell the actor, "Hey, you're playing Megatron, an evil villain. Just trash talk everybody." And he goes, this girl walks up and he's like, "You make me sick." He goes, "Look at you, a bunch of social media rejects. Look at you little TikTokers." And he goes, "You make me sick, all you TikTokers. Wasting your lives away, making little talks." Yeah, and then he gets really into it, Randall. And then he's like, and then like he kind of pauses, Randall, in the video. And then he's like, "Consider yourself lucky, for a bunch of you social media swine have gained a greater appreciation. You want to make a TikTok video? Peel your eyes off your Snapchat and gaze at something for 5 seconds and film something greater." He says some shit like that. And he basically goes like this, Randall, with his hand, like, "Hey, film me. And oh my God, it was hysterical. Vision says, "Yeah, that's fine. Sweet, Visions. I'm gonna Instagram it later and saying one of my fans is watching Fears vlogs." Well, thanks, buddy. And Vision, I gotta say, I'm not gonna show everybody the. If you want to see the photo, check it out on FearsMan26 on Instagram. I'll probably Instagram it tomorrow or the next day. But Vision, I'm liking the Halloween costume. You got the face paint going on, and it looks pretty good, buddy. It looks really good. Right on. Have a good time at the concert, man. Have a good time at the concert. There we are. Randall, where did Randall go? Randall, where did you go?
Peel your eyes off your Snapchat for 5
seconds. Randall, I don't remember exactly what the guy said, but it was this speech like no other speech. Like he was really acting out. Like he wasn't pissed, but like his eyes got real big, like in the mask, and he's like, a bunch of social media rejects. Look at you little fucking TikTokers. And he's
all
like,
right, let's move on.
And he's like, you little
Next question.
You little tox. And he's like, peel your eyes. Peel them. 5 seconds. Randall, Randall, it's a great video. You have to watch it again.
All right, 5th question, Fears.
I encourage everybody to watch that TikTok video. It's hysterical. All right, Randall, go for it.
5th questions.
Go ahead.
If you had 2 trains, one was traveling at 45 miles per hour and it was 2 hours away, and one was traveling at 35 miles per hour and was 30 minutes away, which train would reach the station first?
I refuse to answer, Randall, because I absolutely hate math. I hate math. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'm not answering it.
It's actually a trick question, Ferris.
I don't give a damn, Randall.
As I said, one was 2 hours away. One was 30 minutes away. The one that's 30 minutes away is going to get here first because it's only 30 minutes away.
Randall, I refuse to answer. No math questions.
I am asking the question here.
I'm just joking, Randall. Ask the real question. I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
Who is your favorite scream queen?
Ooh. I mean, it's a split between Jamie Lee Curtis and Neve Campbell.
Neve Campbell's not a scream queen.
Yes, she is. Hello, Scream.
No.
Randall, she was in a movie called Scream. Actually, she was in quite a few movies called Scream. And she's more sexier than Jamie Lee Curtis, unfortunately. Jamie Lee Curtis is hot, but we all know that Fears has a big crush.
Why is that unfortunate, Fears? Would you like Neve Campbell to be uglier than Jamie Lee Curtis?
No, I'm just saying they're both. No, I'm saying, listen, no, they're both. No, hang on. Let me explain, Randall. Let me explain. They're both hot, but we all know that Fears loves Neve Campbell a lot more than Jamie Lee Curtis. And plus, Neve Campbell's a lot more closer to my age than Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
But I really am looking forward to Halloween Kills here in a couple of weeks. Neve Campbell, listen, if Fears got to have a kiss or, a
cuddle.
a cuddle, something from Neve Campbell, I would die a happy man. I already am going to die a happy man, Randall, because I've met a lot of cool celebrities at conventions and stuff. I drank wine, with Denise Campbell. Rockin'.
Denise Campbell, yeah, I love Denise Campbell.
I'm sorry, not Campbell.
No, Denise Campbell, you got it right.
No, not Denise Campbell.
Cool. I like her.
Not Denise Campbell. Denise Crosby. I have met Denise Campbell though. Like she's cool.
Denise Campbell, I don't even know who that
is. She was in a lot of she was in a lot of 80s television shows. She did a lot of like guest appearances and stuff. Yeah. Denise Crosby was on Star Trek: The Next Generation, only on season 1.
And the Red Shoe Diaries. Ooh.
Yep. And I walked by her booth one day.
Yeah.
And I was working that convention. It was one of the conventions that I actually decided to work. And because my buddy had the same idea as my buddy Dave. Remember my buddy Dave? He one time owned Contamination, Randall. Well, one of my other buddies was like, "Hey, Fears, like if Dave can do it, I can do it." So he set up his own convention. Unfortunately, that one only had 1 year. Like he didn't do good. But he said, "Hey, Fears, I'm making a convention like Dave." Just Dave was better at doing conventions. But unfortunately, my other friend, he didn't do a good job, or he lost money or something. It only lasted like a year or two. And one of the years he said, "Hey, Fears, have you got anything to do this weekend?" I was like, "No." He's like, "If I paid for your ticket, would you come and work the convention?" And I was like, "Sure." And he goes, "Fears," he goes, "you got it made, man." He goes, "You are going to be sitting at Denise Crosby's booth and help her out with all of her money and go run errands for her. And like, so anything that Denise Campbell needed, I sat at her table, Randall. And one day I was just sitting there and she's like, "John," she's like, "Oh my gosh, this weekend is so long." She's like, "I brought some wine." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." She's like, "You want some?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." So we were sitting there, Randall, just getting drunk and talking about Star Trek: The Next Generation. And I was drinking with Denise Campbell.
Yep, Denise Campbell. Yep, she's cool.
See, I'm tired, Randall. Not Denise Campbell. Denise Crosby, I'm sorry. Randall, entertain the fans. I have to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. But it was good. We were drinking like wine for like hours, Randall. It was great. But I'm going to click it on you, and you talk to the fans.
Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Fears has got to go. It's pronounced Jif. That's how you pronounce it. Yeah, it's coffee. We like coffee. Coffee's nice. So, hey, everybody. Welcome to the Randy Show, where Randy talks about things that Randy wants to talk about. And I think it's time for a little song. All right. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? Howdy, neighbor. How's it going? Y'all having a good time? I'm having a good time. Just rocking out. So there you go. Yep. Had a good time at the mall today. Yeah. Sat in the massage chair for an hour, just like getting. Dankness Falls says, I wine. Yep, I wine. It's the new internet wine. It's smooth and goes down all in one gulp. It's I wine. Yep. Richie Wright says, hi, Fears. How you doing?
Yo, Richie Wright, what's going on?
Oh, great. Here we go again. Guess who's back?
Wow, Randall, thanks a lot, buddy. Wow. Randall, I'm feeling emotionally bereft right now.
Emotionally bereft? You don't even know what that means, Fears.
Oh, I do.
He's bereft, everybody. After his little bathroom mishap.
Randall, how dare you make fun of Fears on its own channel?
I'm not making fun of you, Fears.
You son of a motherless goat.
Son of a motherless goat.
Son of a motherless goat, Randall.
You scum-sucking pigs. You filth-eating swine. You sons of a motherless goat. Son of a motherless goat.
Randall,
you will die like dogs. You will die like dogs. No, we will not die like dogs. We shall fight like lions.
Randall, you son of a motherless goat. You social media swine. What's up, Richie? How you been? All right, Randall, whose turn is it?
I don't know.
Randall, on the way back, I'm gonna have to find him. On the way back from the bathroom, I saw a spider crawl across the floor, and he went behind my TV. So I've got a blanket, like protecting my legs, because that thing is not going to bite me in the leg or something. So as soon as I get off here, I gotta find a Kleenex, and I gotta find that fucking spider that's creeping me out.
So which Night of the Living Dead film is your favorite?
Because I'm not gonna sit here on the floor. Check it out. I'm dead serious. Like Fears is. Look, I'm not gonna sit here on the floor and get bit on the legs by a freaking spider. So the blanket is protecting me. Damn it!
No.
Right, what was the question?
Just answer the question first. No, I'm not going to repeat it. Answer the question.
What was the question?
I'm just kidding. Which Night of the Living Dead or Night of the Living Dead sequel or spinoff is your favorite?
Ooh.
And why?
And I can only pick one, right?
Right. You can't do a Fearsism and go, well, I like them all.
Oh, God. I mean, they're so good. I mean, like, my three top favorites are, like, Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, and then Dawn of the Dead, the 70s version, like when they're in the mall. If I had to pick just one, Randall, probably Return of the Living Dead.
I would pick Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 remake, because it has Patricia Tallman at the height of her cuteness.
Probably because, like, one of my favorite scenes in Return of the Living Dead, Randall, you know which one is it? And he's like, what are you doing? We can't just leave him. And he's like, they would have turned over the goddamn car. He's like, we'll send help. And he's like, bullshit, motherfucker. Those are my friends back there. And he's like, and then he's like, I said we'll send help, man. And then he's like, you coward. He's like, fuck you. And then like they drive right through the fucking like cemetery like gate. And then he's like, well, what are we going to do now? And he's like, we're going to find a phone. We're going to call the cops. And then all of a sudden the black guy is sitting in the cop car with the guy. And he's all like, what the fuck is this? And there's like 1,000 zombies running towards their car, Randall, and they know they're fucked.
Yeah.
And then he's like, back to the warehouse, and then they like drive to the warehouse because that's the only way that they can go. Obviously, I would have just if it would have been you and me in the car, I would have slammed on the brakes. I would have backed up. Randall, and said, Randall, who cares if we drive right through them? They're already dead. So I would have backed up that car, like I would have slammed it in reversed, put it in drive, and said, die, you motherfuckers, slammed my foot on the accelerator, and just drove right through the zombies. That's what I would have did. So, yeah.
I would have just karate chopped them all, Fierce.
That's what I'm talking about, Randall.
Killed them all. And, you know, Fierce, I am so badass that I could kill an entire legion of zombies with just one karate chop.
Oh, I know you could, Randall. I know you could.
Yeah.
That's why we're buddies. Well, that's one of the reasons we're buddies. It's one of the reasons.
All right, your turn, Fierce.
All right, Randall. Whenever you did celebrate holidays, what was your favorite holiday to celebrate?
Christmas.
Nice. I still got to go with my I love, nothing against the almighty Lord. I do love the Lord, but Halloween is my favorite. I love Halloween. Halloween's I even love Halloween more than my birthday. It would go Halloween, then my birthday, then Christmas. Those are my 3 top favorite. If I had to pick a 4th one, I love me some Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, yeah. Well, Randall, don't tell your Jehovah's Witness friends, but you're my only friend down here, buddy, so we got to go to Hibachi Grill and celebrate Thanksgiving, man, when it comes up. Sounds good? Oh, yeah. All right, your turn, Randall. You got any more questions?
Yeah, we're on the 8th question, Fierce.
All right, go for it.
What is your favorite James Cameron movie?
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably the original Terminator.
No.
Why no?
Just no, Fierce. No.
That's a great film.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Oh, I was like, what do you expect? I'm like, that's a great film. Okay, I got you. What about you, Randall?
Undecided.
Why undecided? I'm
just kidding. Terminator 2.
Okay. I mean, I like Terminator 2, but like
Terminator 2 has 6 solid action sequences stringed back to back right after each other, action packed.
Listen, I do love Terminator 2, but they wouldn't have Terminator 2 without Terminator 1, you know?
Yeah, they would.
And nobody had ever done anything like that on film before. Like, they made robots and they made films about robots, but they never made like a cyborg type of.
Well, the thing that was revolutionary about Terminator,
I'll be honest,
the fact that
Randall, the only thing like Terminator before Terminator, that's kind of cyborgy was Westworld.
Well, the thing that separated Terminator 2 or Terminator from all the films before it is in all the other films a robot was just a man in a suit.
Yeah.
In Terminator, they actually use a puppet for the Terminator, and they use stop motion for the Terminator.
And then for Arnold, they put on robotic parts on him.
Yeah.
And it was always like, so the robot was like, it was the man in, the robot inside the man, not the man inside the robot. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, and I'll be honest, The only thing that comes close to the original Terminator is Westworld. The only difference is in Westworld, they made robots look human, but they weren't human. Like even the tissue on the robots was fake in Westworld. But in Terminator, the actual flesh on the Terminator was real. Mm-hmm. That's why it was a cyborg. It was kind of alive, but it really wasn't alive. It was, but on Westworld, the tissue on the robots was like fake. It just looked real, but it was fake. That's why I said it's the only thing that kind of is similar to it.
So, Fears, my next question is: if a Terminator got kicked in the nutsack, would it feel it?
No, it wouldn't.
But it's actual living tissue outside, so.
Yeah, but it's a robot, Randall, so he would be like, and you kicked me in the nuts, and, like, I don't feel anything.
All right.
Randy, I'm actually kind of freaking out. Like, that spider is crawling around, and I've always had a fear.
It's on your ear, Ferris. It's on your ear.
Ever since I was a little kid, man. Ever since I was a little kid. If I always saw, like, an insect or something, whenever I go to sleep, I'm always afraid if, like, a spider or an insect will, like, crawl up my nose or crawl in my ear.
Oh.
So I got
you were actually falling asleep, and I actually did see an insect go up your nose, Fears. I just didn't tell you.
No, I'm serious, Randall. Like, when I came back from the bathroom, I just didn't grab a tissue fast enough. I was gonna grab the spider off the floor and like throw him down the toilet, but he like got away, and he went behind my television. And I just don't want him to bite me on the leg or bite me in the arm or like crawl up my nose. Like everybody's got this fear. I kid you not. Ask some of the fans.
No, they don't.
Dude, I hate that shit, man. That's why I got the blanket all around me, because I'm like, if I see that fucking spider, he's dead. I fucking hate that shit. Ugh.
Mercenary Man says it's against the 10 Commandments to kill things. Fears.
Bring the stream with you to kill the spider.
Yeah.
I don't know where he went. He went like
it's on your shoulder, Fears. It's on your shoulder.
Yeah, right, Randall. No, seriously. I fucking hate spiders, man.
No, you don't.
I fucking hate spiders. I hate spiders, and I fucking
They love you, Fears. They love to nibble on you.
I hate spiders, and I hate fucking snakes. I absolutely cannot stand that shit.
All right.
No, it ran behind my TV, and I just hope it dies behind my TV or something. If I see it again, it's dead. I'm going to grab him and throw him down the toilet, I swear to God.
You heard it. Fears wishes death on all insects everywhere.
As long as it's a spider, hell yeah. Fucking hate that shit, man. Ugh.
What if the spider was trying to save you? It was like, Fears, there's somebody coming in the door, Fears.
All right, man, now you're just acting ridiculous. Craziness, buddy.
When am I not acting ridiculous?
This is a very good question, Randall. We are two goofy guys. We are pretty goofy. I'm pretty goofy, Randall.
No.
All right, whose turn is it, Randall?
It's your turn.
Okay. Let me see here.
Oh, that's too long. Now it's my turn again.
No, I got it, Randall. What is your favorite thing to do for like recreation or entertainment in Florida?
In Florida. I know what that is. I did it today, actually. Spending an hour in the massage chairs in the mall.
Nice. They do give good massages.
They do. They are very good. And it's only $20 for an hour-long massage.
I was going to ask how much it was, Randall. Do you usually get an hour? An hour?
I usually get 30 minutes, but I felt like, had so much stress. Have a lot of things stressing me out recently, but I'm not going to go into them. But I had a lot of stressors this week. So I thought, you know what, Randy? You got the money. You deserve it. You've been doing good. Just go there and get a massage.
I haven't got a massage in quite a while. That actually sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Mercenary Man says, Fears, would you rather fight a house spider-sized snake or a snake-sized house spider? I don't know. They both sound horrible. I plead the fifth, Mercenary Man. I wouldn't want to deal with any of that shit. I fucking hate spiders, and I hate snakes. I can't stand any of it. All right, go for it, Randall.
What is your least favorite James Cameron movie? And don't say Piranha 2 because I know you've never seen it.
I have seen it, Randall. I have. It's been a very long time, so I don't remember it. I have seen it. I have. Oh man, it's so hard.
You want to know what mine is? Mine will probably surprise you.
What?
Avatar.
Yeah, like I really didn't get into Avatar either. I mean, like the first one was all. They made 2 of them, right?
1 so far.
Are they going to make 2?
James Cameron has been teasing us since 2020. He first off, the second Avatar was supposed to come out in 2020, and then another one in 2022, and another one in 2024.
I keep looking underneath my table to see if that spider's coming.
Yeah, but COVID happened, and that all of his stuff got pushed back a long way. But he's got 3 more sequels planned. He's got Avatar 2, 3, and 4. But yeah, the technology got pushed back. The movies got pushed back. But here's the reason that I didn't like Avatar. I saw it in IMAX 3D, and the visuals were so beautiful that the visuals actually pulled me out of the movie. I was like, wow, look at the detail on that bubble. Man, that bubble is amazing. And then like all the stuff is like, all the plot stuff is happening. I'm like, wow, look at that plant. That plant looks super realistic. Oh man, look at that little bug crawling on the plant. That's amazing. Oh, look at that little floaty thing. And then all the while, important plot points are going over. And I'm like, man, look at that. Look at that fern. That fern looks amazing.
Yeah.
I liked Avatar Mercenary. It's my least favorite James Cameron film, though.
Yeah,
it's a great film.
Yeah,
it's a great film.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It's just I love
Avatar. It's my least favorite James Cameron film.
Yeah, Mercenary Man. I've seen it. I've seen Avatar, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just my least favorite. It was just an okay film. I did like it, but I like other movies that he's done. So I'm gonna have to agree with Randall. I just didn't understand the whole hoopla about it. You know what I'm saying?
All of James Cameron's films are high on my list, but it's kind of like saying out of 100 movies, what's your least favorite out of the top 10? It's like the top 10 is still 90 movies ahead of everything else.
I mean, that's hard. That's hard to pick. Yeah. So, I mean, I did like it. I mean, it just, to me, it was just, I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Right on. But to me, it just wasn't a big, I like it, but I'm like, well, Terminator is better than this, Yeah. All right, Randall. Is it my turn?
Yeah, fierce.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Randall, let's do 3 more questions each, and then I'm done.
All right.
I'm getting tired. All right. Randall, if there's one thing that you can change about Florida, what would you change?
Ooh, no tornadoes or no storms.
Well, be more precise. No more rain.
No more hurricanes.
No more hurricanes. Okay. I would have to agree. No hurricanes. That.
Although you've never experienced a Florida hurricane.
Well, I've experienced a tiny one. Like the first year I moved here,
teeny tiny one.
A very teeny tiny one. But I've never experienced a crazy one like you and your mom have, Randall.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell that story? Tell the fans. You guys experienced a really
one time. Several houses in my mobile home park were decimated, and I had the pictures, and I was going to do a slideshow of it, but our home, knock on wood, was spared, but some houses very close to my house were just decimated, totaled. But here's the thing: a lot of people had storm insurance, so even they had to replace a lot of valuables and stuff. But for the most part, they were insured, and they're okay now. All the houses have been completely rebuilt. everything's cool, but we don't have storm insurance fears. So if and there is a tree that is hanging precariously low over our house. So I'm thinking we better get, if there's a storm next year, we better get some storm insurance. Otherwise, we're going to be dead in the water.
Or you could just cut that branch off, Randall. Keep the tree.
It's a tree, Fears. It's a tree.
But is it? Is it the branch hanging over the house?
The entire tree.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if you
can't. We can't cut the entire tree off.
Yeah, I was like, if it was a branch, you could probably cut a branch off. But if it's an entire tree, I don't know if you could do. I don't know if you could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Randall. That would be my answer. Less hurricanes. Yeah. All right, Randall. Do your next question.
What is your major? What is your major?
Hang on, Randall. We get 3 last questions, so go ahead.
What is your major weakness?
I got a couple of them, but I'd say one of my biggest ones is I really shouldn't care what anyone thinks of me, and I give a damn about what a lot of people think about me. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why sometimes the trolls win, because they're like, oh, we'll say this and we'll do that, and then we'll get him real mad, and then I'll be like, that's not true. That's bullshit. And I really shouldn't. I should have your attitude. Like Randall has the best attitude. He's like, I don't give a shit what anyone says about me behind my back. I don't give a shit what they think. I'm going to do my own content. I know who I am. I love me, and everyone else can go fuck themselves. I wish I had that, but yeah, I give a damn about, and it's probably partly because I just want to do a good job on my videos, Randall, and I try to please everybody. I want as many people as possible to enjoy my videos. I'm poorly made. Sorry. I'm sorry to say, but I'm poorly made. Very good question, Randall. But I've been trying to work on it. I've been trying to not give a damn, more about what people think about me.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to be the best John Fears I absolutely possibly can be. All right, Randall. That was pretty funny, Randall. Fuck you, Randall. Hell heals you. I love that. All right, Randall. What's one place in Florida that you'd like to go more, but you just haven't had time to go there?
Well, there's one place that I would love to go, but unfortunately,
you've been there before. You just haven't been there in a while. And what's one place that you wish you could go more, but you've been busy?
Well, let me tell you one place that I'd like to go, but I've never been before, but they closed it down.
Okay, go ahead.
That place would be Tilted Kilt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Tilted Kilt.
If I can ever get to Tilted Kilt, I will go there. And I will film a Tilted Kilt magic vlog. And
for everybody that doesn't know what Tilted Kilt is, it's basically like a different version.
It's like a Scottish version of Hooters.
Yeah, Scottish version of Hooters, basically.
Yeah.
There's not too many of them left, but there are a few left. But answer my question, Randall. What's one place that you've been to that you wish you could go to more? You just haven't had time to go there.
The Hooters by your house would be nice.
Okay.
If you want to make Randy happy, next time I come over there, we go to Hooters.
That's definitely possible, Randall. Yeah. Definitely possible. So that's one place in Florida that you'd like to go more to?
Yeah.
Me, I would say the beach, because I've only went to the beach twice since I've been in and actually stayed. I don't count the time that you and me went to, Randall, just to take some photos. Remember when I first got here? I said, hey, Randall, let's drive by the beach. I said, I want to stand by the ocean. And you took a photo. And I wanted to take a photo so I could show all of my family and friends in Missouri that I made it here. I don't really count that. I went once to the beach in 2019 with my ex. And then me and Randall recently got back to the beach. So that was fun. I'd like to go to the beach more. I do enjoy the beach. All right, Randall, go for it.
Second question.
Go for it.
This is going to stump you, Fears.
Is it, Randall?
It's going to stump you.
Is it? Fire away.
What is your favorite Bible verse. Go.
Ooh. It's been quite a while since Fears has opened that. It's been a long time since I've been to Sunday school too, Randall.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you and the fans, Randall. I have not read the Bible all the way through.
I know a lot of people who haven't read the Bible all the way through.
I've read a lot of the Bible.
Yeah.
I've read a lot of the Bible, but I've never read it all the way through.
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite verse, Randall. I can't think of any verses coming to me. I do, mercenary man. I do read the Bible in my spare time every once in a while, but I have yet to read it all the way through. But every once in a while, I'll read a couple chapters. But
read Proverbs first.
Randall. Right now, I'm reading 2 books. I'm reading. I just got a new book on photography.
Yeah.
That I've been reading.
What's it called?
It's here. Here.
Go fetch it, Fairs.
I got it right here.
The book.
I got it right here. The library was doing a book sale, and I bought this book for 50 cents. So right now I'm reading 2 books. I'm trying to get through. I kind of put it back on the shelf, and I haven't read it in a while. I'm reading Paul Jr. Design's bio book because I love American Choppers. I grabbed that off the shelf and I began reading again. And I'm also reading this new book that I got. Boom! San Francisco Photography. So it's about a photographer that only shoots in San Francisco. There are a lot of pictures in this, Randall, but there is a lot of reading in it too. So it's a mixture of both. So it tells about like tourist attractions, like where to go in San Francisco, because I've always wanted to go to San Francisco. And it says he tells you the hot spots where to go to, and this guy that wrote this book, he's got some really good photography. He's a good photographer, and he took a lot of amazing photos. And but there's also a lot of like reading in it too. So
yeah.
So far,
I always like books that have reading in it. That's good.
Yeah, and yeah. Well, I just didn't want.
I know what you mean.
I didn't want people to think that it's all photos. There's a lot of photos in here, but there also is a lot of reading in it too. It's a mixture of both. But I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I really did get it for his photography. Like his photography is amazing. Like
yeah.
Like this guy. Like here, I'll show you this one. This guy took a picture of him like in the graveyard, and then he took some picture of some San Francisco art. So he's a good photographer.
Yeah,
he's a very good photographer. Anyway,
all right.
What about you, Randall?
What about what now?
What have you been reading?
My favorite Bible verse.
No, I mean, what have you been reading recently? That's my next.
What have I been reading recently?
That's my next
coaching books.
That's
books
my next.
coaching.
That's my next question, Randall. Besides the Bible, what have you been reading?
The Art of the Question by Mary Lee Goldberg. She did a really good book on questions, and a lot of those questions would snap you. One of the things that I like about this book is that the book figures out how to snap you out of that loop that people get into, which is, basically, like when you get depressed, you're like, oh, why did God do this to me? And you keep asking that question over and over again. This book gives you tons of new questions that you can ask that'll get you out of that loop and will get you into a productive mindset and getting you doing stuff and not falling into the loop. Like, why did this happen to me? Why is God doing this to me? Blah, 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 blah,
I got it.
Stuff like that. So, yeah.
All right, Randall. Third and final question. I'm getting tired, man.
If you made a Fears Man, the live action movie, what would the plot be and who would the supervillain be?
Oh, I definitely know who the supervillain would be. It would definitely be the Milkman, Randall.
The Milkman, and which Hollywood actor would play the Milkman?
Randall, the Milkman has yet to appear in the cartoon, but don't worry, he will.
Well, the Milkman's been in the trailers.
But he's been in one trailer. but he hasn't been in an actual episode yet.
Look, Fierce man.
Yeah, he will be. He will be in an episode one of these days.
Yep.
So he would be the villain. I don't know who would play the villain, and it would be probably an origin story. It would probably be like how Fierce Man got his powers, why he came to Earth, how he came to Earth. Because the very first movie, you have to set up the whole story of his character.
Yeah. Well, that would be the first act.
That would be the first act, and then probably the second act would be him taking down Milkman.
Yeah. What would the third act be?
Him
just farting up a storm.
Right, Randall. No, I don't know what the third act would be, but it would be something like that. All right, Randall. Last question, buddy. Last question. If you had some advice to tell the fans right now, but it can be only one piece of advice, because Randall is so good at giving advice, what one piece of advice would you give the fans right here, right now?
Right here, right now.
Yeah.
And this is something I was talking about before. Don't get stuck in that loop. Don't get stuck in the loop of, why did God do this to me? Why is my life so shitty? What did I ever do to God? Why God's doing this to me? If I had, and this is something I asked Fears too. I asked Fears, Fears, it's a two-step process. First step, I asked Fears this. I go, Fears, what is your emotional mood at right now? 1 being completely miserable, 10 being deliriously happy. So that's the first question.
And I answered honestly, 2 weeks ago, I said absolutely miserable, Randall. I said, and then it was Randall's suggestion that I take a 2-week break from streaming, and I did.
Yeah, and the second question is, well, I mean, that wasn't my specific advice, but that was your answer to the second question, which is, if you just had something that could bump you up a notch, just 1 or 1.5 points,
you also, Randall,
what would you do?
You also agreed that you said he goes, I totally agree with you, Fear. He goes, I think a break from streaming, however long you want, would be significant to your happiness. Yeah. And it was. I was so happy after taking a 2-week break. And I told Randall, I said, I'm only going to stream. It can't be every day. I don't want to stream every day, but we'll still do.
That's my 2-step process. Number 1, see where you're at right now. Mm-hmm. And number 2, figure out something that could bump you up, just 1 or 1.5 points, just a little bump up.
I think that's some good advice, Randall, to the fans. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
And what would bump mine up right now is another energy drink and a hot shower. That bumped me up about 2 or 3 good points, I think.
You know what bumped me up, Randall? A nice little
Napo. Sleep, man. Yeah.
A nice little Napo.
And El Napo. Well, I went to the mall today.
Loves his naps. Look, I'm getting old, man. I'm going to turn 38 this year. I love me some naps, and I need to get to it right here, right now.
I went to the mall today because lately, Fears, my dreams have been boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I haven't had any sexy dreams. Haven't even had any good nightmares. Nightmares are sometimes fun because you're with Freddy and the Gremlins and stuff. I haven't had any sexy dreams. I haven't had any nightmares. I just had boring dreams. I think my last dream
I'm doing pretty good on the sexy dreams, Randall. All I need is some Dillian Harper, some Yummy and Dillian in my dreams, and I'm good to go.
Well, you're lucky. Yeah, I think the last dream I had, I was at a political rally or something, and I was like, why the hell am I here? Wow. Politics fucking suck. I hate politics.
Anyway, I gotta go, Randall. I'm hanging on by a thread here. I need to get some sleep.
All right. And Fierce?
Yes.
The spider is right behind you, man. It's right there. Look out.
Randall, I'll be honest. It'll probably die.
It's going to crawl up your nose, Fierce. It's just going to,
Wow.
It'll lay a few eggs in there, and then the egg will break and
Randall, I need to get to sleep here, buddy. And you're putting bad visions in Fierce's mind.
I'm putting exhumed visions in your mind.
Why would exhumed visions be?
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Well, probably the spider will die behind the television. I hope so.
Yep.
Because the back of someone's TV gets really hot back there. So and I watch a lot of TV, so hopefully the spider dies back there because, like Randall said, I don't want a spider crawling across my face because that would
leaving an egg in your nose.
That would fucking blow, man. That would suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was good to see you, Randall. We had a good conversation. It was a lot of fun, and don't forget to subscribe to Randall's content at Lord Randall, Lord Cameo Man 2021, and the Mayor of Magic. Don't forget to subscribe to Fears Man 26 and Fears Vlogs. Randall, have you got anything else that you want to plug?
No, she's okay. I'm not going to mention her right now.
Okay. Right on.
Just kidding.
Good to know.
I'm joking.
This is Fears, and this is Randall, and we will see you guys later. All right, bye. Hey, Randall, guess what? It's the end. It's the end of the stream. Shunk.